Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a oh, wrong glass. Well, never the wrong glass or mug. Hump Day edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. Need an orthopedist? You go to Brock. You need a roof? You call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. On Fire Athletes, and of course, Bocock Premium Cigars, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars, BocockBrothers.com. Use the code MATT15 for 15% off. All right, y'all. Good morning. Hope everybody's morning is off to an awesome start. A lot to get to here. As always, drop your questions, comments, etc. We will, let's see. Your Fighting Tigers of LSU are wheels up today to Omaha, and then they will practice in Omaha today. Then, obviously, all the festivities and everything will get underway on Thursday, and then games start on Friday. The good thing for LSU, certainly, Jay Johnson is his experience here, not just with LSU 2 years ago, but having been to the College World Series with Arizona a couple times as well. The whole schedule of the week isn't new. Same for Arkansas and Dave Van Horn. But you do have some new blood. Now, John Savage at UCLA has been there a bunch, and but for Murray State, this is new. Oregon State, obviously, it's old hat going to Omaha at this point. Louisville's interesting because, Dan McDonald and Louisville, there was a time where they were just regulars. I mean, there was a period where they went to Omaha 4 times in 7 years, but they've had a little bit of a drought now with them going back now. But the Coastal's been and won it, but that's been almost a decade now. So anyway, just the whole experience is something that's, not new. And you got some veteran players in this team that were on the 23 team that won it. So, Bear Jones was on that team. Obviously, Josh Pearson was on that team. DJ Primo was a freshman. Chase Shores was on that team, but didn't get to pitch as he was recovering from the arm injury. So anyway, you do have experience of guys who have been there before, but for a lot of guys, it'll be their first time experiencing it. So Omaha week is upon us, y'all. College World Series is here. Saints minicamp's going on as well. First day yesterday, 3 straight days of minicamp, and get your report. But Cam Akers was a tryout player for the Saints yesterday. The running back, might remember, from Florida State to the Rams, tore his Achilles, had some injuries early in his career, but bounced around. Only 25 years old, so see if he's healthy and good to go. All right, y'all. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us here. Hope y'all are doing really well. Let's say some good mornings. We'll get rolling here. Hey, Thomas, Kelly, Jacob, good morning. Brad, good morning. Ross, morning, Matt. Must win first game Friday, right? Well, Saturday. Yeah. Ross, I don't think that I don't ever say must win until it's a literal must win. Meaning you win or your season ends. So no, in that respect, Saturday is not a must win. And whether it be Saturday or Monday, your first or your second game, they're really the same thing. Because if you fall into the loser's bracket, either game, first or second game, you still are going to have to play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is what LSU had to do in 2023. They won the first game. They beat Tennessee in the first game. They came back 2 days later and lost to Wake Forest, and then had to come back and beat Tennessee Tuesday, and then Wake Forest again Wednesday, Thursday. Had Friday off and played Florida Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So no, I wouldn't say it's a must win. I think LSU's clearest path to the championship is win game 1 behind Cade Anderson, win game 2 behind Anthony Ianson. You'll get Tuesday off while someone goes and plays an elimination game. Then that team's going to have to come back and beat you both Wednesday and Thursday. Now, because you don't have a solidified number 3, that could get a little tense if you get in that situation. But I could also say we've seen Jaden Newt extend and be really good. We've seen Chase Shores extend and be really good. Cooper Williams has given you length. Maverick Rizzi. You've got guys that can do it. Cason Evans, depending on if you need him in either of the first 2 games. Zach Cowan. I know it hasn't been great for 4 of his last 5 starts, but he has the ability. So, no, I don't think Saturday's a must win. You start 2-0, your path, your odds increase exponentially, because then the other thing that happens is that allows you to set up Anderson Ianson for the championship series. Because if you have to play out of the losers bracket, then you might have to do what you did with Skeens, which is bring him back on Thursday. And that's when we saw Skeens against Rhett Lauder in that epic game. But, on 4 days, that's 4 days rest. So you may have to do the same thing for Anderson, which means then you wouldn't have Anderson for the championship series. So, all right. Hey, Matt, wish me luck. Headed to LA for a Mustang show on the 22nd. Hope the rioting is over. I don't watch the news. They're rioting in LA. Caleb, big fan of the show. May have to mute you for the rest of the week. Well, thanks for being there, Caleb. Brian Wynn. Hey, Ben, good morning. Jesse, good morning. Dale, when's the predicted next bear market start for crypto? Yeah, good question, Dale. So if you look at a lot of the TA, the technical analysis, it's always, it would project to be late fall, but we haven't got to alt season yet, Dale. So some of the TA is projecting that in the next 2 weeks, we're going to see a big Bitcoin run, which then launches alt season, which will run through July. And I would say by mid-August, September is when you're taking your bag and going home. But we'll see. The markets are unpredictable. You obviously always have, I think you have whales that collude to influence the market. So we'll see. It's what happened. It brought the 2021 bull market to a premature close. So I would say your next big benchmark to watch is here within the next couple of weeks. If Bitcoin hits another big pop, which launches alt season, and the alts start to run, that's whenever you'd start to say, okay, make sure you have your exit strategy for this run. Hey, Randall, who's the best player in Omaha in your opinion? Probably Behavo Aloy. He's the SEC Player of the Year. Great power hitting shortstop from Arkansas. He's a great player. Had a great year. Make defense great again. Good AFR yesterday, except YouTube stream crashing mid-interview at the baseball players. Now hold on. We posted the full interview, so it couldn't have crashed, at least not on our end. I wonder if that's something that happened on your, that might have been on your end, bro. Yeah, and I'm looking at the AFR YouTube stream from yesterday. It's a full 3-hour show. It didn't crash. But if you missed any of it, we did have Bear Jones, Stephen Milam, Cade Anderson all in studio on AFR yesterday, and the full interview is posted. Oh, wait, hang on. We got to get back on my schedule. Here you go, Thomas. Eat it, Dale.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built. Parish built. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
A little back tweak, y'all. Yeah, I'm flying to Boston tomorrow. I might try to see if I can get in and see Crystal before I go. All right, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Always shout out to Brock at Parish. Need North Beach, go to Brock. Need roof, call Parish. Awful weather yesterday, man. God, that weather looked like Kansas. Some look out for Toto or whatever. We're not in Toto anymore. That whole thing. Had issues with your roof? Give us a shout. Unique Physique, that's the GLP-1 medication, semaglutide, tirzepatide. Lowest prices, never any contracts. They'll ship your medicine anywhere in the country. So check them out online at uniquephysique.com. And of course, book a session with Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions. Like, I'm going to text her and say, like, hey, you got any availability today or tomorrow? I don't fly out of New Orleans till like 2:30. So maybe I can get there tomorrow morning. Spread that one. Club, what's good, man? Hey, Zachary, good morning. Would you say the CWS field is somewhat a down year? Overall, big names and talent. I don't know if I'd say that, Zachary. I think our minds are a little we've just reframed because there's only 2 SEC teams. You know, last year there was 4 SEC, 4 ACC. So it's interesting to see, you know, Murray State in there, but Coastal's a really good team. You know, LSU, Arkansas, Arizona, Oregon State, Louisville. Those are brand names in college baseball. So I do think it's interesting, though, that Gavin Keelan was Louisville shortstop or third baseman last year. LSU wanted him. He transferred from Louisville to Tennessee. Tennessee gets bounced, and Louisville's in. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Already got it, Thomas. Jeff, what up, my dude? Good morning. Hey, Quentin, good morning. Abner, good to see you there. Tiger Diver, Roger Humphreys, good morning. Hey, Ryan, Amanda Guidry, good morning. Roger, with our pitching rotation, I feel good about getting out of the first game with a W. We shouldn't have to rely on your rotation. You hope Cade Anderson... unless you're talking about like bullpen, but Cade's been great, and you know Cade Anderson pitched against Arkansas once already. It was Anderson against Root, and it was interesting. I asked both Milam and Jones yesterday about facing Zach Root, and they didn't go into too much detail, but both felt pretty confident. LSU only got 2 runs off of Root, but he went 6 innings and that was out of the game. So, look, best case scenario, Cade Anderson goes out there and gives you 7 innings of shutout baseball or 1-run ball, and then Case and Evans gets you the next 6 outs, and you're off and rolling. You know. But I agree with you that I favor LSU with Anderson slightly over Arkansas with Root. Anderson's a better pitcher. Arkansas's offense has been a little deeper, a little more consistent. So, see. Hey, Brian, good morning. Feel much better. Brian, I'm glad you're there. Okay, so So Brian's sister did send me Brian's GoFundMe link. For those that don't know, Brian been a loyal morning Sconer, been here for a long time, man. And unfortunately had a heart attack and had quadruple bypass surgery. Here it is. And is not going to be able. Brian drives a big rig, and they told him he's not going to be able to drive for 6 months. So, his sister started a GoFundMe for him. I'm gonna go ahead and post the GoFundMe link in the chat. Hopefully, if you can give what you can. Help Brian out, or maybe let different charitable organizations know that if anybody has donations they can make, someone who could, who's been a friend of all of ours here, who could use the help. So, there you go, Brian. I just posted in the chat. So if you can help, please do. God bless you, man. Glad you're feeling better. Keep getting better, man. You got it, Ross. Thanks, man. Manny, any big names left off the CWS roster? Nope. I mean, a lot of them, the guys are already in the portal, Hey, Jesse, good morning from Mandeville, here at the gym with Trey Pinegar. Very nice, dude. Sorry, went down the wrong pipe. So that's odd, Jesse, that you happen to be at the gym watching Morning Scone and Trey Pinegar happens to be there. So Trey Pinegar and I graduated. So Trey Pinegar, St. George alum, Catholic High alum, class of 2000, greatest Catholic High class of all time. And Trey was a fantastic basketball player and played collegiately at Alabama Huntsville, so up in northern Alabama. Great moment against West Monroe in the playoffs our senior year where dude couldn't miss. I think Trey had like 35 points or something like that. It was crazy. But anyway, great dude. I heard Trey and his family just recently moved back to Louisiana, so that's awesome, man. Please, if he's watching or listening, Trey, what up? If not, Jesse, please tell Trey I said hello. We need to connect, man. It's been too long. Hey, Ronnie, good morning. JJ, what's the word on Jordan going to Duke? There's no word yet. I mean, so about Josh Jordan, LSU's assistant coach. So Duke's coach, Pollard, took the UVA job. Of course, Brian O'Connor left Virginia for Mississippi State. Virginia hired Pollard from Duke. So now the Duke job is open. Josh Jordan, LSU's assistant, third base coach, was like the lead assistant recruiting coordinator at Duke for like 10 years before he came to LSU. So it's pretty commonly thought that he's going to be, if not the one of the front runners for that Duke job. Hey, Robbie, good morning. Do you think the Saints will bring in a veteran quarterback like Jameis? In my opinion, it sounds like the Saints are content and happy with 3 young rookies with no experience. Well, just one point of clarification. Hainer and Rattler are not rookies. Only Shuck is a rookie. But I do think that they're going to bring in a veteran at some point along the way, but it has to make sense. Like, you're not going to trade for Kirk Cousins because you're not going to take on his contract. I don't know if the Giants are ready to trade for Jameis. They already signed. They just signed him this offseason, but that's before they signed Russ, and then they drafted Dart. So that could be an option. Maybe the Saints wait for roster cuts to see about maybe one of the quarterbacks in Cleveland that we've talked about. I mean, they got 5 of them there. I mean, they're not going to carry 5 quarterbacks. Someone's getting cut or traded. So I do think eventually they will bring on a veteran. Not necessarily to start right away, but to have a veteran presence on the team. I think they will. Hey, Courtney, good morning. Giovanni, do you like Kellen Moore as a head coach? I don't know, man. So far, so good. Seems approachable. The guys seem to be receptive to him. I like what he's had to say, but he hadn't coached a game. So let's see. But I do like the approach of going with a young offensive-minded coach. I do like that, yes. Hey, Gunnar, good morning. Girlfriend's got it. Seth, good morning. Hey, Ronnie, started 4th and last regimen of chemo. Stumbling more and hiccups Good. Other than that, physically, mentally, not so much. 2 more chemo. I'm sure there is some bell after. Keep going, Ronnie. We're praying for you, man. Lifting you up. Haven't stopped praying for you. Proud of you for all you're going through and fighting the fight, man. So cheers to you. Have an awesome Friday, bud. Hey, Rex. Good morning. Braden, what up, my dude? What's up, Matt? In Michigan for wealth management internship. There you go, dude. How about that, man? Braden LaRussa, proud Calic High alum, diehard Tiger fan. Love to see it, man. Hope you have a great summer, man. Enjoy it. Thomas, AFR was chopping during the interview. Okay, had the same music. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. I wonder if I need to. I'm going to go back and check. So my recommendation then would be we posted the full interview with the guys on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I mean, it's everywhere. So my recommendation would be to go, because I think Paul has like a native recording, so he doesn't strip the recording from YouTube. I think it's recorded natively into his computer that he posted. So yeah, you can check that out if you want to. If you missed any of it because it was choppy, you can catch it all there. Tiger Poppy, good morning. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. When is the beach vacation for the Sconers? We are at, yes, before media days, we are at the end of June. So I think we leave June 20. We leave Thursday, June 26th. So I'm doing AFR today, then I'm out Thursday, Friday. I do all of next week. And then I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm out from the 26th through the whole next week of the 4th of July. And then come back, have a week, and then SEC Media Days. Robbie, did you hear the Duke baseball coach took the Virginia job? So it kind of just alluded to that there. So Josh Jordan, yes, obviously. So Josh Jordan, the LSU assistant, is one of the guys that's thought to be one of the front runners for the Duke job. Show I watched said first time since 1957 CWS. None of the previous teams went back to the Oh, you mean that were in the CWS the year before? What are you doing here? Go this way. You're already up. Look who's up. All right. Are you ready to go to New St. Lillian? Huh? Yeah. All right. Bubba Smith, good morning. Let's see. Go this way. Matt, do you think LSU will surprise people across the country in the Clemson game? Seems like national media aren't in on LSU other than J.D. Pickell. I mean, I'm high on LSU. I'm probably going to pick Clemson to win that game, y'all. Just as a several-month forewarning. You can call me whatever name you want, but you've lost 5 straight openers. Like, at this point, it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 5 times, like, I'm a moron. So, I mean, you're on the road, true road game at night. They were a playoff team a year ago. They have their veteran fifth-year senior quarterback returning as well. Their coaches won 2 national championships. Like, they got a good roster. The game is in Baton Rouge, I'd pick LSU. But, I mean, barring something unforeseen between now and the start of that game, like, things can change. But if I had to pick it today, I'd probably pick Clemson to win. But again, I don't think it's imperative LSU win that game. I just need LSU to go 10-2. Go this way. Hey, Reed, good morning. Yep, so Musso will host Thursday, Friday. Tim, good morning. All right, 7:45. We got to get going here, y'all. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Trivia, what's going on? Brad, what do you do when you're interviewing a guest who gives you short one-word answers? You cut the interview short. Go this way. I mean, there comes a point in every interview where you realize you've reached the fullest extent, the max capacity, and you get out. The worst thing you can do is continue to try to stretch something out that's not going well. So you just end the interview. I'd rather 3 minutes of concise info and be done with it than trying to stretch something to 8, 10, 12 minutes. Dustin Balello, what up, man? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, good on those guys for coming in studio. I know they did it in conjunction with Our Lady of the Lake, and we got a great partnership with them. But go this way. But they didn't have to do it, you know, and right before they were about to leave, you know, for Omaha, they could have been visiting with friends or family or packing, doing anything, and they came to studio and did 2 segments with me. So I appreciate those guys. To go, you heard, leaving for Omaha tomorrow. There you go, to goat. Cheer loud, man. Hey. I don't know who's behind the account right now, but Parish Construction and Roofing. We had awful weather yesterday, y'all. Awful weather. Have a roof issue or think you might, let us help. Parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. All right, I got to go, 7:47. Y'all have an awesome day. Locked on LSU is live. I plan on getting you another Locked On this afternoon because today's episode was our recruiting episode, kind of recapping some stuff with Shay and Jordan Arsamont, some other stuff. But I want to make sure I get a baseball-specific episode. So I'm going to do my best. Have a busy day. But I'm going to do my best to get another Locked On around lunchtime today. So lock in. All right. Y'all have an awesome day. AFR 3.